Good morning, my dear children. In today's English class, we will do with the second part of vocabulary and grammar of Unit 4, Part A. It is about direct and indirect speech. A direct speech is the dialogue given by the first person, the speech that is given by the first person. And an indirect speech is the dialogue given by the second person. Okay, children? So it is basically called as reported speech also. That is, the direct speech is reported to the by the other person is known as indirect speech. For example, look here, direct speech. Ram said to Sita, I like swimming. Okay, so we have inverted commas here, and we are clear to understand that Ram said to Sita that he likes swimming. Okay, now this is the direct speech. Now when we change it into indirect speech, what are the changes that will come? We will observe. Ram told Sita that he liked swimming. So here we are changing it to third person, children. So what did Ram say? He told Sita. In place of said, we will get told. Ram told Sita. That is the linker which comes in indirect speech. It is not there in direct speech, children. It comes only in indirect speech. That he liked swimming. From like is it has been changed to liked. This is in past tense. So according to the sentence, it will change its tense, that is in present tense or in past tense. Mostly indirect speeches are in past tense, but in few cases they do not change their tenses. I will show you where. Okay, so here these are the common things that we observe when we are changing from direct speech to indirect speech. What is it, children? From direct to indirect, when we are changing, said will change to told, and the linker, this is called linker, that is a linker which will be used in indirect speech, and the sentence will change to past tense. Okay, most cases it will change to past tense, and there will be no inverted commas. These are called inverted commas, children, and this will not be present in indirect speech. When we see inverted commas, we can easily understand it is direct speech. In indirect speech, there will be no inverted commas, and that will be present definitely. Okay, so this is the major difference between the two. Indirect speech is also known as reporting speech because it is reported by the third person, children. Okay, now important point to remember is, if the verb in the direct speech is in the present tense, the verb between the quotes will remain unchanged. That is, if in the direct speech it is in present tense, children, the speech is said by the person in present tense, it will not change to past tense in indirect speech also. It will remain in present tense only. For example, in direct speech, if it is Ram says to Sita, I like laddu. This is in present tense. It is inverted commas present, and it is in first person. So this is direct speech. Now when we change to indirect speech, this present tense will not change. Ram tells Sita. From says it changes to tells. Tells Sita, that is added here, which is a linker. Okay, it is important that he likes laddu. See, we have not changed to past tense. Ed is not there. Likes. It is still in present tense. Because the sentence in direct speech is in present tense, here also it will be in present tense. That he likes laddu. This is the difference, children. Okay, now another important fact is, only when the direct speech has universal truth or fact, it will not change to past tense. The second rule, when it will not change to past tense, children, when direct speech has universal truth or a fact. Okay, for example, direct speech. Ram said wood floats on water. Isn't it? We know that wood floats on water. It does not sink into water. So this is a fact. Now here it is in inverted commas. This is direct speech. Now when we change it into indirect speech, the following changes will come. Inverted commas will not be present, and Ram said that. That is the linker which will be added, that wood floats on water. It is a simple sentence, children. The tense will not be changed. Okay, so for any universal truth or fact, the tense will not change. So these are the common things that you have to keep in mind when you are writing from direct speech to indirect speech. First one is, said will become told. that is very common. That is, it is very important when you are changing from direct speech to indirect speech. It is the linker between the two sentences. See, Ram said to Sita, this is one. I like swimming is another. When in indirect speech we are joining these two sentences, children, that should be used. Ram told Sita, this is one part. How we will link it with that? Okay, that he liked swimming. So that is why that is called as a linker. Okay, children, so that should be present in indirect speech, and you have to keep in mind about the tenses, which tense you have to change. Secondly, there will be no inverted commas in indirect speech. Okay, these are the common things which you have to keep in mind when you are changing from direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, now we will do an exercise from your reader and you will get to understand it better. Yes, children, this exercise is on page number 54 of your readers. Keep your readers in front of you when you are doing this exercise. Now change the following into indirect speech or reported speech. Indirect and reported is nothing but the same. Okay, the sentences given here are in direct speech, children. Okay, now you have to change the direct speech into indirect. Okay, see, Sindhu is my daughter, said Ramakrishna Reddy. Sindhu is my daughter is inverted commas, and that is not there in here. That is why this is a direct speech. Now when we are changing it into indirect speech, we will change it as Ramakrishna Reddy said that. Again we are adding a linker which is important for indirect speech. Sindhu is his daughter. We have removed the inverted commas also. Okay, children. Now second one. I will catch you in a minute, replied Seema. There are inverted commas, and thus this is a direct speech. When we are changing it into indirect, children, Seema replied that, this is a linker, she would catch him in a minute. Here would have been changed from will to would. So what is there is a change in tense. Seema replied that, we are joining the two sentences, she would catch him in a minute. Thus this is indirect. Now third one, Sham ate my chocolate. This is in past tense. He is already saying, says Arun. Who said this? Arun said. So what did Arun say? He says that Sham ate my chocolate. This is already, the action has taken place in the past. So the sentence is in past tense. And they are inverted commas. This is direct speech. Now when we change it into indirect, Arun says that, linker we have added, Sham ate my chocolates. Ate his chocolates. So this is indirect speech, children. Again, this is in past tense only. Fourth one, the smugglers will be back. The smugglers will be back, the man said. So what is been said here by the man? The smugglers will be coming back again. So there are inverted commas. The sentence is in present tense, the future tense, and it is indirect speech. Now when we are changing this to indirect speech, the man said that, again we have added the linker, the smugglers would be back. This is in future tense, children. Seema will say it is a wonderful adventure. So this is direct speech, children, because they are inverted commas, exclamation is there. It is reported by Seema. Okay, when we are changing into indirect, it will be Seema will say that it is a wonderful adventure. It is in present tense. The tense has not changed, and we have added the linker. We have removed the inverted commas, thus making it indirect speech. So this is the difference between direct and indirect speech, children. If you have any doubts, you can call me on my personal number. Do the exercise in your reader and complete it. Okay, that's all for today, children. Thank you.